Hello, this is Upside Hans, and this is my 2023 collection. I currently have about 12 animatronics, 12 different characters, and with all that, let's go from left to right, starting with this spider. I've made a whole video about why this spider is great and awesome and superior to the Spear Halloween spider, and I still agree with myself, this thing is amazing, but it sucks to put together. Like, it is probably the most tedious animatronic, well, not really animatronic because it doesn't move, but tedious prop to put together out of my entire lineup, because you have to screw together each of these joints on each of the legs, and that's a lot of joints. Anyways, let's do a little bit of a demo. This one is the Swamp Scarecrow. I got it from Home Depot for 130 bucks, which is one of the cheaper animatronics, and it's an effective little jump scare. Weirdly enough, it's sound activated, so let's give it a bit of a clap.
When the crow caws twice under the harvest moon, don't be surprised when I reach out for you.
This one is Shorty from Killer Clowns from Outer Space. He's my only movie character, and I really enjoy him. I put him next to the TV screen because it's a movie character, so it's kind of cool, almost like a statue. But he does turn on, and let's see him do a demo real quick. He just does a bit of a punching motion, which I like. It's perfect for him. A very obvious option for his movement. This one is Wacky Mole. His design was clearly inspired by the wacky nature of the Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Speaking of wacky, his name is Wacky Mole. He's pretty much an icon of Spirit Halloween, and I wanted to have him because of his face. His face is amazing. Other than that, he's a very simple animatronic. He doesn't have much movement, it's just body turn. And let's see it happen.
Halloween costumes make me crazy. They make me wanna pummel things with my hammer again. I think I'm going crazy again.
This one is called Poor George. This is the animatronic that I picked up from Flagship. I thought, when's the next time that I'm gonna be able to get a new animatronic from Flagship because it's so popular on the opening day. So I picked up Poor George. He's one of my favorites, and he's very small, easy to store. And that's a big priority for me. I don't have a lot of storage space. Something I find really cool about him is that his connection points, like for his adapter and speaker jack and stuff, are hidden underneath his hands because of his movement. Now you're gonna see that movement right now. Now, next to my smallest clown here is my biggest clown, Crouchy. This is a fantastic animatronic, probably my best looking retail animatronic that I own. Mostly because I've stuffed his limbs with some stuffing to give him a bit of volume. I switched out his shoes with painted 2-scoop shoes to fit Crouchy's color scheme, and his face looks amazing. I absolutely love it. He is 7'1" and probably the most intimidating thing that I own. Now, despite his looks, his movement is very simple. I'm going to show it off now. This is the Carnival Barker. He is my most recent animatronic and probably my last animatronic of the year, which is funny because he was the first animatronic I've ordered. I ordered him back in Transworld, where he was shown on display in the Morris Costumes booth. This thing looks amazing and I absolutely love it. It probably has the biggest range of movement out of any of my animatronics, most advanced looking character when he's in motion. As the name implies, he is a Carnival Barker standing on a box, like he's trying to speak over an audience with his megaphone. With my blabbering out of the way, here's a demo.
Behold, the last and greatest mysteries of mankind will be revealed to those who are smart enough to decide. From the distant plateaus of the pyramid builders, we bring you horrors so great, hideous creatures so grotesque, you will be running for the exit. But don't bother, we have the block. It may be cheap to get inside, but quite costly for you to leave. I love this job!
Next up is the Towering Reaper. This one is the most recent updated version of what I have way over there on the basketball hoop. This one has seen better days, the original 2018 Towering Reaper. Back to the prop collection. This one has a servo head, which means full range of motion, side tilting, looking up and down, the same kind of head that this guy has. As you can see, he's also got digital eyes, and because you can see that, that means he's got a constant on mode, where it's just his lights, which I love that. It's kind of like a B mode for retail animatronics. You could see this one has a B mode where his lights are on, this one has a B mode, well, he doesn't have an A mode, but he's got his lights always on, and this one has its lights always on. That's funny. On the whole right side, I've got the B mode animatronics. Anyways, he's got the same phrases as the original, which I like because I enjoy those phrases, and I enjoy the voice. Let's hear it right now.
Welcome to the afterlife. Beware all ye who enter here.
Now, next animatronic, not the mutant, but this thing, the grave-grabbing corpse. He is missing a right arm right now because, I don't know, it's been some time and he's broken eventually. He was a bit rusty. I'm gonna try and fix that eventually, but this was my first animatronic I've ever gotten back when I wasn't able to get him myself. This is bought by my mom. So if I were to move out, then she would keep this guy. Luckily, after all these years, he still works just fine. And allow me to show you. He is extremely simple and a very classic character. Now, this one is probably the most opposite you can get from him. This is the mutant. My first and only professional animatronic. I bought this from Distortions Unlimited, not like Spirit or Home Depot or anything. We picked it up from their factory over in Colorado, and this thing is jaw-dropping. It's amazing. If you've only seen retail animatronics like these guys, you haven't seen anything compared to this. Now that is a movie level animatronic. It is insane and very expensive for me to keep owning, but I own it. This is THD 3000, formerly known as Cold Hate, and the THD stands for the Home Depot, which I find really funny. This is a cyborg character with a sword arm that glows, and I think that it fits really well with Mutant, that's why I placed them next to each other. He's also a very advanced looking animatronic for retail because his eye moves and looks around and blinks. That's an almost fully animated face. I really like this thing. It's kind of a niche animatronic because it's very specific in its theme, being a cyborg. It doesn't fit like zombies or witches or classic Halloween themes. It's more of like a statue that you'd have in your like man cave or something, I don't know. But for the people where it fits the theme, this thing is fantastic and absolutely perfect. Now let's see it in action.
Don't bother running, human. My tracking sensors still function, and your destruction is imminent. My internal calculations have determined that your chances of escape are less than 1%. Goodbye.
Now this is the last one in my collection. This is the 12-foot tall Inferno pumpkin skeleton. I don't know if I said that in the right order. He's got a very long name. I call him Inferno for short. This thing is obviously the biggest thing that I own. I know that the 10-foot Towering Reaper is very large compared to anything else, but this one is even larger, being 2 feet taller. This, just like the spider, is also a static, but it's outdoor grade, so you kind of leave it outside for the whole haunt season. That's kind of what it's intended for, being this heavy-duty outdoor decor. And that's what I love Home Depot for. They do these things all the time, just like the 12-foot skeleton, this, the spider. They've got a new 12-foot ghost this year, and just, I love these things. They're very expensive though, but they're very worth it, because Home Depot has some good prices. Now, that is my whole collection. I've talked about each one individually. Now, let's see them all going at once, because I think that would look really cool.
Bring the kids, bring Grandma, bring the whole family. They'll eat anybody. Feeling a little lightheaded? Rather
This world does not belong to you. It belongs to us. Do you not realize? You will take the next step and see.
ladies and gents, step right up, don't be shy.
Watch out for you.
This world does not belong to you. Is sent to exterminate humans.